Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back. It is time for another Starcraft 2 1 vs 1 bot cast. Continuing our trend of clicking on random replays, we've got a couple of different bots here today. On the map Hardwire, we have got ABC taking on BaronessZuli, which is two cool names. Different ends of the effort, I guess. But still, both cool names for bots. And we all know that's really what's important. So, we have got a Terran bot, which is already up to some wonky stuff. Taking on a Zerg bot, who's already up to some wonky aggressive stuff. ZVT, TVZ. Yeah. Interesting play by ABC, a double supply depot opening. I think it said MMG at the start of the game, so I don't know what that means, like Marine Marauder Gas, something? I have no idea what that means. Either way, we're going to be seeing some aggression coming out of Zulie here. So far, the behavior by both these bots seems to be fairly, I'm gonna say basic? I just say that because the overlords are just chilling here for Zulie. That's the only tip-off I have. Then for ABC, just throwing up a couple of racks here, which is good. It means we really, as always with these bot games, have no idea what way it's gonna go. But yeah, before we get too far into this Zergling rush, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Join the Discord, which is linked in the description. Subscribe if you ain't, all that good stuff. And oh my gosh, ABC just does not care where it builds things. It just does not care at all. Throwing up a rack in the way of its gas and an eBay to boot. How about that? So we're gonna see how these two face off against each other. There is Zerglings produced by Zulie. Now gonna run them across the map. The Queen is starting to spread the creep too, which is cool to see. Burrow's actually on the way. Okay, so we're seeing the plan unfold here for the Zerg bot. Whether these lings are going to be burrowed individually or not, I'm unsure. And then ABC is just doing the tried and true Terran, just spam Marines, and if that doesn't work, build more Marines. A turret's actually on the way here by ABC, which is kind of interesting. I'm wondering where that behavior came from. The lings are actually just charging on in with their speed finished up. The Marines do micro back from ABC. STVs sort of hugging, sort of walling these Zerglings off. And it looks like we're going to have an initial hold here by ABC. A lot of lost mining time. All these STVs not getting back to work, but these Marines do handle the situation. Interestingly enough, ABC also hasn't gone for an orbital command. And after the attack fails, Zulie elects to expand towards the third base instead of the natural. Why that is? You're telling me. I have no idea, to be honest, but I love it. I love the randomness of these bots. Okay, let's see. Evo chamber on the way here for Zulie. A second eBay on the way for for ABC. Now that's a head scratcher. Seeing as how there's no gas mining going on for ABC, it stopped at 71 and said, that's enough. No more, uno mas. It's building another turret. Oh my gosh, this bot is just the build things bot. Just spam keys at random and see what is produced. Sort of like a goldfish. Hooked up to one of them sensors that trades stocks or whatever, you know? Another turret's on the way. ABC continuing to blow me away. Not minding any gas or anything though, but this is an example of how you can make a bot and that there's a lot of work to it. Like something as simple as not having your bot build its eBay in the way of the gas, not having your bot build a barracks in the way of the gas, that sort of stuff. And if you want to try programming a bot, anyone can do it. And that's the cool thing about this. We see bots that do certain things very well. We see bots that struggle with certain things. And then we see players who try and round off all the features and everything like that to an increasing level of success. For now, though, as far as the economy goes, Zulie seems to be having the most success. Up to 39 drones already. We got a third base on the way as well. I should mention the third base is at the 10 o'clock position, which is generally not where the third base is. But then again, the third base is actually the natural, and the natural is non-existent. So, you know. We got a Ghost Academy on the way here for ABC. Okay. We've also got some very inefficient gas mining. So that's gonna put a hit on the income. We've got constant SCV production that seems to never end here by ABC. And then, yeah, just Zulie not making any more units at this point, just chilling with its 2 queens. Carapace upgrade on the way. Melee's already done. 7 drones in gas. 6 drones. 8 drones. 4 drones. Okay. Make that 3 drones. Now, does it stay at 3? No, it goes to 4. 5. Anyway, we got a big drone transfer going towards the third base. Ghost Academy's on the way for ABC. Or Ghost's on the way. The Academy's done. Those Marines gunned down that Overlord with their classic instant stutter step back micro as well. A Nidus is on the way, and a second spawning pool for ABC. Or for Zulie. She's doing the thing. I don't know what the thing is, but Zulie is doing it. We've got in the top left another hatchery, and then another hatchery at midnight. So interesting. Very interesting. Interestingly enough, ABC has actually expanded. Can now potentially transfer some workers down towards this base, and it actually does so. Gets those boys a-moving. Those rocks get destroyed, because rocks are evil. Everyone knows that. Army supply-wise, ABC's in the lead. It's going to be further so as these lings for Zulie just run into the grinder that is the Terran's army. Ling's going to run on in. Okay, but the economy is going up for the Terran. The Zerg's doing its own interesting economy, now saturating the top left while these other hatcheries are going up. But the question is, will it ever take its natural? I can't tell you the answer to that question as it just starts to expand all over the map. Lings just running on in, kills an SCV, being a pain. However, now we've got ABC moving across the map. Attacks the rocks on the other side of the map. That is awesome behavior right there. Helping out Zulie, runs towards the main base where all the tech is for the Zerg bot. The Nidus is here, the 2 spawning pools are here, the Lair's here, and I don't know if Zulie's gonna have the behavior to deal with this army as it seems to just keep running individual lings in. But now that it's under attack, we'll see if it's just going to go all to unit production or if it's going to keep building hatcheries. No! Now it decides to take its natural. More and more lings on the way. What are they doing, though? Are they just running on in? No, they're actually counterattacking. To a little bit of success, but yeah, there seems to be no behavior here for Zulie to build up its army anywhere, and it just seems to be rallying lings. And maybe that's a valid strategy when you got 6 hatcheries. Who really needs to build up an army when you can just rally lings out non-stop? Although so far it does not seem to be going too hot. Eggs being killed by this Terran army. The lings did try and escape there, running different directions. It really didn't work out, but yeah, these lings are just running in one after another. And that is just a death spiral. There's also these lings counterattacking, but they're really not having any success as they just keep running on in. And this is a little heartbreaking. More and more lings just running on in as they just feed into the grinder that is ABC. 125 lings dead and counting. And here I honestly thought ABC was going to be the bot that was a little more jerky from the start. But so far the attacks seem to have success. Picking off more and more of these lings. The natural base just finished up. A queen is being attempted, but Zulie is supply blocked. Army supply-wise, it's amazing that it's this high for Zulie, as the lings just keep running into the Terran grinder. Oh no. The Zerg bot is up to 4,000 minerals a minute, by the way, which is quite the mineral income. +2's on the way, another spawn pool's on the way, and Nidus is on the way. There's already another spawn pool. Or no, this one actually stayed alive. It never got killed. That's how it's able to keep building all these lings. Hatchery's gonna get killed off. We'll see if the broodlings can kill a marine. The answer is no. The lings for Zulie are still just rallying on in. Just more and more lings just running on in. Interesting behavior here by Zulie. I'm not sure what the Nidus is for, but it's got one. Oh, 50 lings are on the way. Now that's quite a swell. Did it just decide to make all these all at once? Come on, build them up. You could totally swarm this Terran if you just stopped feeding all your lings into the grinder. But it says no. I cannot do that. I must feed the lings to the Terran. The Terran requires sustenance. Feed the Terran the Zerglings. Yeah, the basic army behavior from ABC really does seem to be winning out here, as the army that destroyed the Zerg main returns home victorious. This hatchery is now being worked on, and yeah, we are unfortunately seeing what happens when building up your army into a group goes up against an army that does not build up into a group. Like these lings. Like, you give me 300 Zerglings right now, I'm pretty sure Zulie wins this game, but that is not going to be the case. It looks like, as yeah, this is just sort of the classic bot game, and it's a good example of all the things that developers of bots have to look at. Like, you think, oh, just make units, send them to attack, right? No, you gotta have the behavior in there, and maybe for Zulie this works in some games against Terran bots that just do similar and just rally out units, but ABC's behavior of building up an army, keeping it pumped up together, and then moving out to attack is winning out. Medivacs are even out for ABC. No stim. Seems to be a common thing for Terran bots that programming the use of stim is difficult. I do like to see the ghosts. The ghosts are actually cloaking themselves as well. But yeah, I get the feeling that it's just going to be waiting for ABC to clean up the base of Zulie. And we'll have to check back in on the Zulie bot to see if it gets updated to have better behavior as far as these lings go, because I mean, it did have a very strong macro play. And I, for one, would love to see a bot that just builds up wave after wave of 200 Zerglings and just floods on in towards the enemy base. That would be very cool to see. And it would also be cool to see if, even by accident, somehow Zulie built up a good army of lings. But yeah, I feel like that's not going to be the case here. Lots of bases to be killed by ABC before Zulie capitulates. But I don't think we're going to see that behavior change here. Fast forward in the game. Oh! Didn't crash my PC, did it? Nope. Just got a bit of a black screen for a second, which is understandable when you look at the APM of 160,000. Then think about the fact that we're fast forwarding the game. So ABC is definitely microing hard. I'm not sure exactly what it's doing, but it's microing. The lings, pardon me, I should have slowed this down sooner, of Zulie are actually making headway here into the main base of ABC. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I totally thought it was just going to be cleanup time, but ABC did not build up an army that can actually deal with these lings, and now Zulie, rallying units across the map, is actually building up a bit of a Zergling force. I totally thought that that Zulie was dead here, but maybe there's a chance the main base of ABC has been compromised. There just wasn't enough Marines and Marauders to hold against the trickle of Zerglings. And now that count's just growing and growing as 66 are on the way. They're just attacking this army. Now, the medivacs are going to pose a problem, as they should be keeping these units alive. But even if ABC starts to bleed off a few units here and there, oh my gosh, And if ABC does not lift off a building like every good Terran should, it will just lose the game, and that could be where we're heading here. While it's still got the better army, the mass Lings is doing work here. And the main base, oh no, we need to see a building lift off. ABC, lift off a building, but I don't think it's going to. The racks are gone. The only thing that can lift off at this point is the command center. This is going to be a win here for Zulie, pulling it out the save. You know, I think the last building is that Ghost Academy. Yeah, it is. That's going to be GG. Okay, Zulie wins. And honestly, I'm just going to shut the heck up, because if you can get a win, no matter how goofy it looks, no matter how many Zerglings you throw into the Terran grinder, 910 by the way, yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. This was a very swarmy bot in the sense that it had no regard for its units' lives, but in the end, it got the W. Just better expansion behavior. And, yeah, that goes to show something about effective actions, I guess. Just taking expansions, just macroing up 100 drones, spamming units. Gets you the win in some cases against a bot that slowly moves across the map and isn't able to deal effective enough damage or defend back at home. So, GG. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button for this one. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the Discord, which is linked down below. If you do want to support the channel, consider becoming a YouTube member. There's various perks you can get by pressing that join button. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and I'll also try and stream soon. Thanks for watching.